What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to the JDW Sports Talk Show where every fan's welcome. And today we're going to be talking about Nyheim Hines and expectations for this kid going into 2022. As we all know, the Indianapolis Colts head coach Frank Reich has been very open about getting Nyheim Hines much more involved in the offense. Not just running the ball, but more so, some slot wide receiver time, some maybe a 5 wide out wide time. This kid is very dynamic, and we know that when we get the ball into this kid's hands, that great things happen. Good things always seem to happen. If you enjoy Colts content, NFL content, make sure you like, subscribe, put the post notification bell on to miss any future videos. And Nyheim Hines, man, I'm telling you, he deserves more playing time. He deserves this. He deserves to be lined up in the slot out wide because every time he gets the ball, he's always making something good happen. He's always making something good happen. He's always, making big plays, making big conversions on passing downs, even running. He makes a big impact in both areas of the offense, in both major categories of the offense. Well, two only categories of the offense, really. But, this kid is so dynamic. He could do it all. He's had many, many catches within his first few years. You look at the stats and it's not so appealing. It's not like, wow, he's really that dynamic. He's a Alvin Kamara. No, he's no Alvin Kamara, but he is still very dynamic and can make a big impact in the receiving and passing, in the receiving and running game. Now with Jonathan Taylor becoming the lead back the way he has, one of the best backs in the league, if not the best, it's difficult to take the ball away from the hot hand. It's difficult to do that. But when you have Nyheim Hines and JT in the same backfield, maybe you have JT, block, and then Nyheim Hines go out, or JT go out, or both go out, whatever. It both works. It all works. And as you see, he had 6 explosive runs. For 56 carries, 6 explosive runs, 10-plus yard runs, that's a very high rate. That's a very, very high rate. He's not the greatest between the tackles. He's not the greatest in trench runner. But he's amazing on the outside. Get him a pitch. Get him, a little screen. Put him in the slot. Maybe let's see him run a freaking streak route down the seam. That would be fun to see. Matt Ryan just bomb it to him. He's capable. And with the reps that he's going to get, he's going to learn a little more route running. He's going to learn, just a little more wide receiver things. And maybe I see him getting 5. I think 50 catches, 50 to 60 catches is honestly, doable. This kid has had a lot of receptions since he's came in the league. A lot. And he's done very good. He has made very good use of every single touch, of every single reception and rush. Now, he has never had over 1,000 yards of all-purpose. He hasn't done that yet, but he's capable. Capable of, especially for how much Matt Ryan's going to be throwing. Capable for him to have maybe 600 receiving yards. I could see it. 600 receiving yards, maybe 2-3 touchdowns, maybe 4, and then maybe 200-300 yards rushing. If he has 700 yards, maybe he gets more rushing. And, I think he's going to have 900 plus all-purpose yards. I think 800 to 900 is very realistic, and that would be awesome for this Colts offense. But with Matt Ryan, we know how good he is with running backs. JT is going to get a lot of the praise, a lot of the load, but don't forget Nyheim Hines is going to get a ton of volume in the passing game, especially with Matt Ryan. He loves throwing to his running backs, just like Phillip Rivers. So, my expectations are 900 plus all-purpose yards. Maybe 700 to 800 is, probably what he's going to get. Yeah, I'm going to go 700 to 800 all-purpose yards, maybe 5 or 6 touchdowns total, 4 to 6 touchdowns total. This kid is very dynamic. We know what he's capable of. We know how fast he is. He has good hands. He's a hard worker. He's going to work it week in and week out. This kid has the ability to become one of the best one of the best scat backs in the league. You know, it's not even a negative term because when you're this good as a scat back, when you could, you know, have a decent amount of rushing yards and receiving yards and receptions, when you have one of the best backs already in front of you taking up a lot of time, he makes do with what he has. He is so damn efficient. So I thank you guys for tuning in to the JDW Sports Talk Show, where every fan is welcome. Let me know your expectations in the comment section down below for Nyheim Hines. This is JDW.